Welcome back to Sticks and Flicks, everybody. I'm Joe, this is Big Nick, and today we're here to review The Accountant, directed by Gavin O'Connor, who also did Warrior, starring Ben Affleck, Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons, and Jon Bernthal. Warrior sucked. Warrior was fantastic. John's over here eating his meal, by the way. He didn't see the movie, so he's not involved. You thought Warrior was good, don't lie. Anyway, the movie follows Ben Affleck. He plays an accountant. He has a very mild case of Asperger's. He's very good with numbers. And essentially, mobs hire him to come in and figure out when money goes missing. And now the plot of this movie is essentially one company, one of the workers there finds out that money has been going missing here and there, and they can't figure out where it's getting pulled from. So they hire him to come in and figure out who's been stealing money. But the closer he gets to figuring it out, the more people start to get hurt, the more people start to die, and shit starts getting real. And apparently Ben Affleck is a fucking savage.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Savage.
All right, Nick, what did you think of this movie?
I went into this movie very hyped up because it's a movie about me. Because I'm an accountant and I do numbers. And when they were talking, I was like, I know exactly what they're talking about when it comes to balance sheets. So I went in like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see this movie. And then it started. It was a good movie. However, I felt like they could have done more with his background. I felt like, he's supposed to be this super genius because, he just figures out math in his head instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And they just really stuck to one plot line with that one company. What is it? That bio whatever they created.
For military members that like lost an arm. They now have this new technology where they have it's like a robotic arm that connects to your nerves, so you'll be able to do things again.
Yeah, and they really only stuck to that plot line. It was enjoyable. There was a lot of action, more action than I thought there was going to be.
The action was great.
I know, like in the trailers, there was like a lot of guns shown and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was going to be this much action.
You said the opposite.
I'll get to it in a second.
Okay. All right.
Well,
You want to say
continue.
the opposite? Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, it was typical action kind of movie, I guess.
How was the storyline? One dimensional, you said, right?
I mean, I felt like they could have done more with the storyline. I felt like they
Like
focused
what?
on one
You
fucking
wanted-
person the whole time. I thought they were going to show him, like, how you said, like, he was, like, cooks the books for the mobs and stuff. But they didn't really show that. Other than, like, the beginning sequence, they didn't really show anything else other, him getting into trouble, him having to use his guns or anything. So I felt like they could have added a little bit more depth there through flashbacks. But other than that, it was an enjoyable film. I'm going to give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I mean, it's not a perfect movie, but it's nowhere near Hell or High Water. I think it was a lot better than you're saying. See, the fact of the matter is,
What are you saying is you're fucking wrong.
the fact of the
He
matter
always says
is,
it's wrong.
the fault of the movie isn't really a fault. Like, you want more, but the movie's already more than 2 hours long. They had to only focus on one.
What's the runtime?
It's like 2 hours and 8 minutes. This would have been a good movie to be like a franchise. Like, everyone's joking around saying this is Ben Affleck's Bourne, but that's not such a far stretch because one of the most interesting parts of the movie was learning about how he became who he was, which they have to shoehorn in flashbacks. But all the flashbacks are great. Like, those were some of the favorite parts of the movie. And the reason why I say it wasn't really a lot of action is because the first hour was no action until that one scene in the apartment where he goes to save somebody, and it's only like 2 minutes long. Then he gets in another little scrapple with that one guy at the farm that lasts all of 30 seconds. And then, yes, there is a big shootout at the end, but like 80% of this movie was very serious, very talk-heavy. They developed each character very well. Anna Kendrick played this girl that, it was clearly a love interest. She was interested in him and finding out who he was. And then J.K. Simmons played the cop that wanted to find out who this secret accountant that works for the mob is, so he was hunting him the whole time. Ben Affleck did great. I remember reading in interviews that he actually, for weeks, hung out with people with Asperger's and autism and tried to pick up on some of their traits to make himself as much like the character as possible. The action was great. I thought the sound was great. There was really no score. I don't really remember the music, but I thought the movie did a really good job of giving you this big story in 2 hours. When it could have been 3 hours, but and then you have there's a lot of twists in this movie.
Yeah,
there was
were
a
some
lot of twists
but
in this
I
movie.
didn't feel like they were just like whoa twists. I mean, there were a couple that kind of jumped out at
Well,
you.
the John
But then
Bernthal one, I thought I picked up on the John Bernthal one before he actually said it because of the way things are going. Like I kind of understood, but it was still cool to see like they cared to put that in the story. And then the twist at the end when you find out who the person is that was
Yeah.
talking to him. Like I was
didn't,
like,
I
cool.
didn't think that was that big of a twist. I kind of had my suspicions.
I don't know. I really like that. They put a lot of care into this script. You could tell. I'm going to give this movie an 8.5 only because, like I said, the biggest injustice is it should have been more. Like I would have liked a movie showing how he got to that, and then this could have been like the second one. So it was a little shoehorned in there. There wasn't enough. There wasn't enough backstory on everybody, but everything that was in it worked. So 8.5. I would definitely go see it in theaters. It's definitely worth your money. It makes me super excited to see his next movie, Live by Night, which is an adaptation of a best-selling novel about being in the mob. So yeah, that's our thoughts on The Accountant. Go check it out. Our next review will be either the Kevin Hart movie, What Now, or Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Even though that's bullshit because he goes back 4 times in the movie. Just saying. Anyway, catch you later, Sticks and Flicks.
Do we have to?
Which one would you rather? We could check.
Jack Reacher.
I just kind of like.
Jack
shoot
Reacher.
Wait,
us.
what's the Kevin?
Kevin Hart, What
It's
Now?
basically like his.
It's like half stand-up, half movie. It was like his other movie that was in theaters. Apparently, it's funny as fuck.
Jack Reacher.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Jack.
All right, Jack Reacher. Well, Jack Reacher apparently is getting good feedback so far, so we have that to look up too. But all right, catch you later, guys.
Great.
Smack that like button.